Hey, we're here, 7:30 p.m. Tomorrow's going to be a little bit different, just a little heads up. Tomorrow's going to be a little earlier. I have a wedding to go to. So I'm going to also be dressed a little different, finally. So I don't know who's here yet, but I'll give it a couple of seconds. I hope you had an awesome day. Hi, Lisa. Lisa and I just had a conversation, so thank you for helping me figure out what I was going to say tonight. I hope everybody knows that very little that I say is truly original. Most of what I say is just stuff that I've learned over the years from Take Shape for Life, from Dr. A, from the other coaches that I work with. Hi everyone, how cool is this? I'm starting to like it. I also taught myself how to convert a Facebook Live into a YouTube link. So that was like a new trick for me. So I don't know who's here, but if you're catching the recording, I want to thank you for joining me. Hi Amy. And I love the hearts flying. Keep those coming. They're kind of fun. Now I know what everybody's talking about. See, I got out of my own way and I stepped out of my comfort zone. So for those of you that don't know me, I'm Miriam Khan. I've been a health coach for over 5 years, but I did start my own weight loss journey 6 years ago this month. So, and it's 5 years that I'm health coaching full time. Honored, privileged, love it. It is probably one of the most rewarding things that I've ever done, and I'm an RN. I've done a lot of cool things. But this just really like elevated. So how's everybody doing? I hope you are sticking to the plan. And by plan, we're not talking about food. By plan, we're talking about journaling, setting intentions, planning what you want to accomplish during the day. And I'm going to share a couple of things. First of all, what I really want to share is a lot of my journaling things are not from me, my journaling tidbits, or the grid diary that I created, I may have mentioned it, is modeled off of something called 5-Minute Journal, worth Googling. And what it talks about there is quick journaling in the morning, quick journaling at night. And in the morning, your intention is, how do you want your day to go, which is what we talk about. I encourage you to start with your why, because it's more than how do you want your day to go, it's why are you making the decision as to how you want your day to go. I think I said that right. So the best journaling is going to be done twice a day, a few minutes in the morning and a few minutes at night. And I've modeled my grid diary. You can model anything you want. I think it's great. I really think it's great. It's proven. You could read about it. And you definitely want to do that intention and the why in the morning, and then cultivate gratitude so that you start the day in a positive note. And gratitude kind of shifts. You can't be angry and grateful at the same time. Think about that. I've been told. And if you think about it, you can't be angry at something and grateful for other things at the same time. It's just not compatible feelings. They don't work together. So if you cultivate the habit of, when you're struggling with something, being grateful for something else, it may actually shift your mood. So, and I'm going to read this. It's the conscious experience of appreciation of the gifts in our lives, and the results are tangible. That's what cultivating gratitude means. I'm going to read this. Gratitude is the opposite of depression and anxiety. It's the conscious experience of appreciation of the gifts in our lives, and the results are tangible. So it's great to do that every morning and every evening and throughout the day, because it's just a great practice. And then at the end of the day, we want to reflect. And if you end the day on a positive note, it can help your mind calm down and keep all those like crazy monkey mind things from going totally nuts. So, and you also learn a lot about yourself. So there's a lot of power in keeping a gratitude journal. And we're talking about in addition to the intention again. So tomorrow is Thursday, day 4. And I'm going to come in live earlier in the day because I'm leaving to a wedding. And again, we're going to add one little thing tomorrow, and I'm going to give you a hint for what's coming next week. So we want to continue with that daily commitment to be consistent. And consistent means getting into your journaling and doing your checklist and thinking healthy thoughts. We'll be talking a lot more about that. So we're going to back to your checklist. What is my why? What really, really, really matters to me? Because that's what's going to drive your whole day, and that's what's going to help you make really good decisions during the day. And if you're faced with something either not so healthy or not so good for your time management, you might just say to yourself, wait a minute, why am I doing that? Why do I want to do that? Maybe it's not in alignment with the why I wrote down this morning, and I'm going to step away. I actually find myself sometimes, like, you can be online, you could be in email, you could be on Facebook, and you can be linking from thing to thing. And I actually now, this was cultivated, will hear myself saying, why am I doing this? And just shut it down. Whatever it is, go check out whatever, and I'll just X out. So what am I grateful for? Please connect with your health coach. Anyway, I'm connecting with you, and I feel very close to a lot of you, and I know a lot of you have private messaged me, which I love. Keep those coming. But if you're working with a private health coach, reach out. And your accountability partner and your coach is ready to guide you in whatever method you're choosing right now to move forward, whether it's full-blown weight loss program, ramp up my life kind of program, or just if you're just doing our baby steps, whatever it is, reach out to your health coach, have that partner. And then, did I set an intention for today? Did I set an intention? I have a lot of trouble with that word lately. For today, ask yourself every morning, what could I do today that would make today great? And and continue, please continue, set your alarms. This is so key. Those alarms every 2.5 hours to remind you to fuel and water. How cool is that? And if you're doing it, give me some thumbs, because in a week or two, I'll share you where my massive mindfulness is coming from right now. Some of you might be guessing. Some of you know, don't say, but some of you might be guessing what's going on, why I had to really re-engage a lot of Stop, Challenge, and Choose. And thank you, Rosanna. Why I had to really re-engage a lot of Stop, Challenge, and Choose and go back to the mindset that I had when I was choosing a meal plan and a weight loss plan and really ramping up my health. So did I set my alarms to remind myself to fuel and water? How much water am I actually getting in, and how do you do that? By planning it. So if you scroll down, you'll see my pictures, I believe from yesterday, where a lot of us posted how we measure our water. And I'd love to see more of those, because water is always the key, and in this weather, it's the triple key. And now, I want you to do one more thing tomorrow. I want you to consider doing one more thing tomorrow. And that is sharing this group with someone that you love and care about. Whether it's, your sister, your best friend, your coworker, somebody who's looking for a tiny bit more healthy in their life, that's going to ramp up your personal commitment to taking care of yourself. How cool is that? So preparation is the magic. We're going to reinforce all of the good things that you're doing by reflecting at the end of the day and celebrating with us in here. So for those of you that are really, really committed, I would love an intention photo in the morning post and a reflection photo in the evening post. Any way you want to do that, whatever that means to you. It might be just a picture of your journal, not necessarily with what you wrote in it, just that it was done at the end of the day. Or, and in the morning, it could be just how you're drinking your water, your time, or whatever it is. Set up increased accountability for yourself so that you're more likely to really move forward. And again, share our group with someone you love and care about. Private message me to let me know who they are to you, so I'll welcome them privately if they want. And continue celebrating today, and celebrating every single thing that you're doing to move forward today. And you know what? If your day is only even 1% better than it was yesterday, you're on a good trajectory. So I hope you'll share your thoughts and keep joining me. Again, tomorrow I'm going to probably be here in the 5:30 range is my guess. And And anybody has any questions, anything specific that you want me addressed? Oh, I know what I want to talk about. I was talking to somebody a little bit earlier. Hi, Adam. I was talking to somebody a little bit earlier, and this is me, because I'm kind of addicted to relaxing at night, because my days are busy and active, and I'm up and about and in and out. And I used to say this when I used to get my little babies to sleep. Anybody remember these days when you finally get them to sleep and the house is quiet and you're just, I used to say I'm addicted to the quiet of the evening. So I used to go to sleep at 2 o'clock in the morning because I love that feeling of no doorbells, no children screaming, no children needing anything, nobody needed me. And I was able to just, whether it was bake or cook or do housework, whatever it was, I would do that. So we talked about how do you get yourself to end your day earlier. So a big part of that is going to come with setting that intention in the morning. So we're going to be talking about sleep later in the 30 days, but for now, if you want to make sleep a priority, you decide. Well, you can decide right now. It's 7:41. You decide right now what time you're going to sleep tonight, and set an alarm for like an hour before that. If you wear a Fitbit, I think it's set to remind you. I don't know if it's automatic or whatever, but you can rock going to sleep if you prepare properly. Just like we're preparing our water and setting our intentions, set your intention for sleep. So checklist for tomorrow, you know what to do. It's going to be written here. It's everything that we've already been doing. We have added share this group, invite somebody that you love and care about. Many of you already have. Feel free to invite somebody else, and feel free to challenge somebody that you've invited to invite somebody else. And they're going to get like coaching for free in like, the tiny baby steps that we talked about. So I want to thank you all for joining. I hope you find value, and I hope you'll share it. And I'm wishing you an awesomely healthy day, and get to bed at the time that you desire to. Goodbye, everybody. Good night. Thank you for joining me.